Hi, beautiful people. Let's talk about something often not so beautiful. Let's talk about trauma. So, BIPOC communities, Black people, Indigenous people, and people of color, have often been oppressed for so long that they are uh, handing down psychically, genetically, trauma responses in their progeny. I've written about this since about 2008. It's one of my research studies, transgenerational trauma. And so, given that, it is a difficult cycle to break. And it's not the oppression that I'm talking about. That's other folks that are oppressing these groups, but the trauma that is causing, even in people now that are oppressed on smaller levels, it is or lesser levels than, say, the transatlantic slave trade, or the Trail of Tears and Indigenous people and all of that stuff. It is difficult to transgress, to transcend, living in a traumatic state all the time. And I know this very close and up close and personal. Sometimes, though, in the healing process, we have to change our mindsets. Frederick Laloux once said that people live their lives from one of two ways: either from trust and abundance, or from fear and scarcity. And sadly, many traumatized groups are living in the latter, from fear and scarcity. We have trust issues, in other words, and rightly so. But a part of trauma and traumatized people is healing. And so I saw somewhere a therapist advising a patient that instead of exploring all of the scary what ifs, why not explore the happy what ifs? So for me, that's an issue of fear and scarcity on the one hand, and trust and abundance on the other hand. And so we can control our responses to challenges and stimuli. We just have to get in the practice of trusting. It is extremely difficult to trust and to see life through trust and abundance when Black people, Indigenous people, and people of color are constantly traumatized on a daily basis through microaggressions, legislation, or overt acts of cruelty and harm. But we still have to take care of ourselves. A part of self-care is healing. And so I would venture to say, traumatized people, that you can walk in trust and abundance. The next time that a horrible situation occurs or a challenging situation occurs, instead of letting yourself go down the black hole of fear and scarcity, choose something different. Write a list of all of the happy what ifs that could occur, or the positive what ifs that could occur, and revel in that for a while. And if you constantly practice trust and abundance, you will actually start believing in abundance and believing in trust and goodness. My name is Dr. Sonia McCoy-Wilson. I'm an executive coach. Please check me out at my link tree, and I look forward to seeing you all.